Thank you, Sean. Welcome out to Dozer Park with us on this beautiful Thursday. We thank all you fans for coming out and joining us this evening. I'm joined by Nick Lomascolo, one of our relievers who had a great outing yesterday. Chiefs got a 2-0 win, an 11 a.m. game. Let's start with that, Nick. You guys get an 11 a.m. game. Means you got to get going early, especially after a night game here that went extra innings the night before. What's that morning like for you as a reliever when you guys are, you're up a little earlier, you're maybe out of your normal routine, but you still got to come here and try to win a game?
Well, I mean, you try to take it every time, but being 11 a.m., you got to get going a little earlier and got to still get in the same mindset as you do as a 7 o'clock game and just mentally prepare yourself to be playing at 11 a.m.
Joe was out here the other day. Joe Cruz, our manager, was talking about how much fun those day games could be when you've got 4,000 or 5,000 screaming kids. They're having fun. The water guns are going, the water balloons, all the SpongeBob and that stuff. What's it like from a player's perspective? Do you guys tune that out, or are they down there asking you guys for baseballs in the bullpen all game long?
Oh, yeah.
What's it like?
They do ask for that all the time, but I mean, we're used to it and just kind of, you try to tune it out at the same time. You still hear them, but you just got to get used to it and go out there and do your job.
And Diwan Perez, the starter, did his job yesterday, got us 5+ innings without allowing a run. We had a 2-0 lead, and then you come in with a couple of guys on and one out in the 6th inning. What's that like for you? Does the adrenaline get pumped up a little more when you come in and there's a guy standing on second base?
I mean, maybe a little bit more, but at the same time, every time I go out there, I try to have the same mindset again and just take it one pitch at a time and execute my pitches. And then, I mean, we're coming in with guys on base and scoring position. You're wanting to get a strikeout, and you're trying to do that. So it was good to see that I can get that
that's
done.
exactly what you did yesterday. 6 of them actually strikeouts, a season high for you. I know you had a couple of starts before where you had more than that. I should say season high out of the bullpen because you had more than that. The one start you had back in May, which was an emergency start, you had 7 strikeouts there. But you got those, and you got them going in a row yesterday. You just kind of get on a roll and really get into sync with Brian back there and kind of feel your pitches.
Yeah, I mean, in the bullpen it felt pretty good, and then going out there, I mean, when you're pitching like that and you have all your pitches and you can throw them for strikes, it's a little bit easier to pitch, and then compared to the days where you might not have a pitch or it's hard to find the zone. But, I mean, it's easy when all your pitchers are working.
Yeah, absolutely. When you're out there in the bullpen, you get up, you start warming up, and there was actually, while you were pitching yesterday, there was action going on in the bullpen, and then you got another strikeout, and the action set down, and you came back out for the 8th, and then Kyle Grana came in for the save. But what's it like when you get up, and then all of a sudden the guy gets out of the inning, and they don't need you? Now you're going to sit down for 5-10 minutes while we hit, and then maybe you're going to get back up again.
I mean, that was hard to get used to because I was a starter before, and then transferring over to the bullpen, you just got to try not to throw as much but still be ready to go in the game. And, I mean, getting up 2 or 3 times before you go in, you're just trying to limit the pitches in the bullpen so you can have them for the game.
You guys have got I know you got the walkie-talkies going on with Dernier down here, so all sorts of signals too when a guy's ready, what's not. And you guys just kind of get all that down. You got everything ready to go, all the code language and everything?
Oh, yeah, everything's good now. I mean, we've had plenty of games to get that down.
Are you going to be confused now, though? Because it used to, lefty, that meant it was you, but now Steve Sabatino's back, and now there's 2 lefties.
Well, I mean, that's nice having him here, too, just because that gives us a little more dynamic out of the bullpen, and just having another lefty helps us out.
Yeah, speaking of lefties, we got one on the mound tonight from St. Louis, and Jaime Garcia as a pitcher, as a left-hander. What's it like having a major league rehab here and a chance to watch him go through his routine on a day where he's starting?
I mean, it's great to watch someone like that, especially be there in person and to learn from what he does and see how he attacks the hitters and how he pitches.
Is that how all you pitchers are going to be today? You're going to be kind of taking mental notes and watching how he goes through his day and goes after these Clinton hitters?
Yeah, I mean, that's what I want to be focusing on, just so I can learn and get a little bit better and hopefully be in the big leagues like he is.
Yeah, absolutely. That's the way to do it. You're one of the guys on this roster that's not from the Midwest and growing up out on the East Coast and going to college out there. What have your impressions, I guess, been of the Midwest now as we get towards August? You've been here with us all season.
Yeah, I mean, early on in the season it was pretty cold, but I mean, I grew up in New York, so I can get used to it. And then it's nice because it's not as hot, and I mean, just the weather out here is perfect.
Yeah, is it better than pitching in North Carolina like you did in college? Or?
Yeah, North Carolina right now has been 100 degrees like the last week, so it's a little bit easier.
You're also one of the guys that's taken advantage of our host family program. You and Matt Pierce have lived with Jamie and Chris and their youngsters, a couple of teenagers, young kids all season long. What's that experience been like for you?
Oh, man, it's been great. I've tried, even during summer ball, back in college, I always lived with a host family, and it's just a great experience to have someone take you into their home and just really treat you like family, and then having the kids there is fun.
You get a night off like last night or an off day? Are you guys, in the backyard playing catch with them or playing some basketball? I know they're a big hockey fan. They're playing some hockey. What do you guys got going on?
Well, I think they're with their grandparents right now. But like normally, I'll go in the driveway and play a little hockey with them and just have fun, be a kid again.
Yeah, that's exactly right. It's like having a couple of younger brothers, right, that are that are there to play with and have some fun with. And as we get now towards August, as I mentioned, you've been with us all season. There's a handful of guys, they're both pitchers and position players that have been. What's the mindset of this team right now? Obviously, been playing very well over the last couple of weeks. What's the focus as we get down into these last 42, 43 games?
Just keeping the same approach that we have during every game, and just going out there and focusing and not losing. I mean, after the All-Star break, it's just kind of the season resets, and then you can go out there and, if you win the second half, you make the playoffs instead of just having one record. And then, but just keeping the same mindset and going out to every game. Just winning.
Well, 2+ innings for you yesterday, 6 strikeouts means you're not going to pitch today. The way that goes. So you just kind of sit down there and, as we talked about earlier, take the mental notes and help out your teammates that are going to pitch and root for a Chiefs win, right? That's
exactly.
the game plan?
Yep, that's my game plan.
That's the game plan. Well, kind of a night off for you, just like the starters. I guess they get 4 of them, and every once in a while, relievers get 1 or 2.
Yeah.
Well, we'll see you pitching hopefully this weekend against King County.
I hope so.
All right, great job last night. Appreciate the time.
Thank
Nick Lomascolo out of our bullpen from last night with 6 strikeouts as the Chiefs, I should say yesterday afternoon, it was an 11 a.m. game, and the Chiefs knocked off this Clinton team 2-0 to even this series. This is the last game of the series against Clinton. It's not our last game of the homestand, though. We're going to be here all weekend, and it's going to be a first-place, second-place showdown as we take on King County throughout the weekend. They're affiliated with the Arizona Diamondbacks. Tomorrow, a 7 o'clock start with post-game fireworks. Also, the flat screen giveaway. We'll have 6 TVs to give away throughout the game tomorrow night as we take on King County at 7 o'clock. Saturday at 6:30 is also a fireworks show, big fireworks show coming up on Saturday night, and it's Christmas in July. We're going to have a Homer snow globe giveaway to give away for the first 1,000 fans through the gates on Saturday, and then also we're going to celebrate the 25th anniversary of the release of the movie Home Alone. So after the Chiefs game against King County, after the fireworks, then you can watch Home Alone up on the video board on Saturday. Then Sunday, we cap off the series with another fireworks show, a Sunday fireworks show at 6:30. Still have our regular Sunday promotions as we would at a 5 o'clock game where you can come out on the field and play catch. You'll just do that at 5:30 instead of 6:30. We'll also have the player autographs down here at 5:45 on Sunday night. First 1,000 fans through the gates get a Harrison Bader poster as part of our giveaway with the Peoria Journal-Star and CityLink. And Sunday is Princess Day, so Elsa from Frozen, Snow White, Cinderella, and Pocahontas will all be here. You can get your pictures taken with them, get their autographs. They'll be on the concourse all game long. There's also a special tea party meet and greet with those 4 princesses a little earlier in the day before gates open. You need a special ticket for that event, which you can get online at PeoriaChiefs.com. That gets us through our Sunday with the post-game fireworks to finish off this series and this homestand. Then we have a day off and we go out on the road for 6 before we're back for that first week of August. And we got a lot going on that week as well. And a new one from today that we just announced today, Minions Night, will come up on August the 8th. We got the Minions will be here on August 8th for that one. That's also the Joe Madden bobblehead night and fireworks on that Saturday. So we're looking forward to Minions Night, which we just announced today, coming up on August the 8th. For today, don't forget, we've got a pitch in for charity tennis ball toss coming up. You head up on the concourse next to Humana Guest Services. You can buy tennis balls, 6 of them for $5 or $1 each, as we have the pitch in for charity going on this evening. So you can get up there, get those tennis balls, a chance to win prizes in our 15 hula hoops, and a chance to win a 60-inch TV if you get it in the hole out in the tarp in center field as well. We've also got an autographed bat from the All-Star game still as one of the prizes as well. So go buy your tennis balls. Post-game, we'll have that pitch in for charity tennis ball toss. Sit back, relax, make a lot of noise when Jaime Garcia is introduced here in a little bit. His rehab start down from the Cardinals as the Chiefs take on Clinton, and we appreciate you spending your Thirsty Thursday with us here at Dozer Park.